What I see here is a situation that is about to change completely. We see that up to this point, this connection might have had some issues regarding the passion, the excitement in the connection itself. And we see how here someone perhaps it's starting to take you for granted. That's what I see with these two cards. First of all, both of them are fours, and what you see there is structure, is stability, and it's definitely a type of energy that doesn't change much at all, especially when it comes to the Four of Cups. Right here, you have someone who doesn't show much emotion to you anymore. Definitely, there's no much passion there, and they seem at times to be a little ungrateful. They are taking the overall situation for granted, and they also think that they don't have to do anything in order to see the results. There is nothing here that they see themselves having to do on a regular basis in order to keep things as they are. They feel as though this is almost like a legacy, a passive income type of relationship where they don't have to do anything else. They will always have you there, they will always have you by their side, and therefore you just see them not doing much and taking everything for granted. With this Four of Cups, you see a situation where nothing new is happening and where overall you're not happy. With the Four of Pentacles, we have a similar energy and message regarding the stability and regarding the things that just keep happening the same way over and over again. Right here, you just see that pattern, and you see that this person behaves this way, first of all, because they tend to be traditional. They tend to not wanting to take risks, to not try new things here and there. And overall, I think that this person has a hard time getting out of their comfort zone. And it's really important to know because this is, first of all, telling us that they don't behave this way because they don't like you anymore, because they don't find you attractive, or they don't feel love towards you anymore. That's not the case at all. It really seems to be part of their personality, and it's something that they clearly need to address if they want to be in this relationship for a long time. Right now, we see how after these fours, we see the Ace of Swords, a moment where they will actually realize that things are not as they thought they were. This is a unexpected moment. This is a breakthrough, and it's definitely that wake-up call that they really needed in order to make things right, in order to change something about themselves so that they don't lose you before it's too late. The Ace of Swords to me is something that you are doing, Aries, which will make them feel this way. There is something behind this Ace of Swords, which could be anything from an actual message, an actual conversation, you telling them, look, things cannot keep going like this. Or it could be you detaching, not showing them interest, passion, love anymore, not being sweet to them anymore, or even leaving the house and going to your friends, going to your family for a few days. This is a clear moment which they will have, they will experience, and this will be a breakthrough. It will make them understand that there is something they have to change about them if they want to keep being with you. They have to stop taking it for granted, taking this relationship for granted, you for granted. And I do believe that things are going to change. We'll definitely look more into this, but this Ace of Cups wants to come out right away, and it's the new beginning that we already see with the Ace of Swords, and we see what type of energy and element will bring into this connection. And we need this Ace of Cups very much because that's expression of love, opening up your heart. And overall, we see here the heart that awakens again. That's exactly what we wanted here. You were not asking for the moon. You were not asking for a mansion in Beverly Hills. You were just asking for a partner who shows you love, who is there by your side, and who makes you feel as though they're there by your side. One of the worst things is feeling alone, feeling lonely while having someone by your side. And that is clearly something that needs to be addressed. And it seems like at least their first reaction to this will be to wake up and starting to realize what they have to do and doing it right away. So let's see what this Ace of Swords is bringing to this person as far as clarity. What do they feel about the situation right now? And what are their intentions in the near future after this? Okay. This person is really hurt, and mainly because they were not expecting this to happen at all. They perhaps thought that everything was fine, that nothing was wrong here, which is confirming to me that they weren't doing this because they didn't care anymore. They just thought that it was normal, you know, that routine that kicks in after the honeymoon phase. They thought, you know what, I think this is normal. It's how things are done. It's how my parents did it. And they didn't think that it was a problem. We see how here with the Ten of Swords, they're afraid that it's too late. They're afraid that they are out of control of the situation, and they are foreseeing a painful ending. They really don't want to experience that. They don't want for that to be the outcome of a connection that, trust me, Aries, they really do care about. Right here with the Ten of Swords, we have a sort of message that says, I cannot control the past, but I can control the future by doing something in the present, doing something that is really much needed right now, today. So right here, we see that the overall illusion of the situation being fine has now been lifted, and they can see things for what they are. Now, maybe for the first time in a while, you are on the same page. And I do like to see the common understanding here of what this is and why it wasn't working. Because it's telling me that this person is not faking understanding it just because they want to go back with you and they want to have a quick win. I do believe, at least from what I see so far, that they really understand what's wrong in the situation and what they have to change. Temperance, Queen of Pentacles. This is about now focusing on this connection, nurturing it, and making sure that it grows and that it lasts a long time, perhaps forever. Temperance right here is about finding a middle ground, working together to be successful. And with Temperance, we have again that message that says you two actually have the same goals, the same dreams. You are on the same page for what you want to manifest. And right here now, they want to bring harmony back into this connection. They want to make sure that this is not just routine, but it's also filled with moments of happiness, passion, and love. So they're planning to do something concrete here, which will show you how much they care about you. You know, sometimes we're all guilty of thinking that everything is the same, everything will be the same, nothing will ever change. And whenever we forget that things are constantly changing and that we have to adapt to every single situation in order to make it what we want it to be, if we forget them, eventually we start losing things, losing connection, losing people, and missing opportunities as well, like the Four of Cups. This wake-up call will be a really important moment for them and for this relationship, because what happens next is going to transform the very dynamic of this relationship. So let's see what they are planning to do with this Two of Wands that just came up. The Two of Wands is about planning, is about concrete plans on what to do next in the near future. This is not intentions. This is not what they want to achieve at the end of this journey. They are planning to do something right away to show you their love towards you. Keep in mind that for some of you, this breakup, this time that you have spent away from them could be just a few hours, a few days. For some other of you, it could be weeks, months, maybe even years for some of you. And now they're just understanding, wow, I cannot let go of that person. I will never find someone that loves me like they love me. I will never find someone that special, that unique. And so I need to fight for it. I need to wake up and do something about this. So let's see what they're planning to do with the Two of Wands. Let's see how their actions will now shape the rest of this relationship. And let's see how the dynamic will change between the two of you now that they had that wake-up call that we were talking about. Let's continue the reading in the extended version. You can find the link down below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. So stay tuned for the extended preview right after this and some more content made just for you. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. We see here a situation that clearly needs some changing. Someone here has taken you for granted, and they now realize that the issues are coming from a behavior of theirs, something that they are doing or something that they're not doing in order to preserve this connection and making it grow, protect it instead of taking it for granted and eventually missing the opportunity to have it in their life for a long time, for perhaps the rest of their life. There is a wake-up call that we see with the Ace of Swords, and we know that things are going to change after this. They're planning, although it's hard because they feel out of control. They don't know if you will give them another chance. All they know is that they can try. They cannot change the past, but they can change the future by acting in the present. And so let's see what that Two of Wands is about. Let's see what they're planning to do in the near future.